and happy Tuesday. Day 2 of this week. And I must say, I'm disappointed that I have to really have real clothes on. It is 11:18. I have been up doing all the things, but I figured let me pop in here because that would be good. I actually have my clothes on for the day, but it is now fall, and so it's getting really cool. That's better. It's getting cool, and I don't want to turn the heat on, so I'm just staying in my robe. My plan for today, to be honest, was really to just keep my pajamas on until well late into the day while getting my work done. But then I remembered that I had a meeting at 3 o'clock. My medical ethics group meeting has a discussion today so we can get our ducks in a row for Sunday's assignment. And so I said, well, you know what? Guess it's time to put on real clothes. You can't be at a Google Meet all up in your robe. So under the robe is actually real clothes. What's on the agenda for today? On the agenda for today is another section of midterm studying for my cardio A&P midterm that I have this Sunday. I have to do my rhythm analysis stuff. Really always throws me off because it's always due on Wednesdays, where most other things are due Sunday that week. And a lot of the stuff also only opens up on Wednesday. So that's been interesting. But I do have to finish the mixed rhythms assignment, so I'll kind of show you what that looks like. It's a whole bunch of just separate EKGs, and basically what I'm doing is determining what rhythm this is. So when you get an EKG, done of the electrical activity in your heart, it looks different. And so this whole class is on interpreting EKGs. That's what my rhythm analysis class is on. So for each one of these, I have to say whether the heartbeat is regular or irregular, what the heart rate is, what the QRS length is, what the PRI interval is, if there are any P waves, all sorts of things. And so these are usually due on Wednesdays. And they're in the computer. So all the things that I'm writing up here, I actually have to input inside. I take the time to print them all off onto these individual papers because it is very hard. And let me see, I think my calipers are on the floor. It's very hard to try to measure the individual boxes of these EKGs on a computer screen, literally like this. Let me hold this open and, looking real crazy. So I need to do that because I would like to have this done today since I have a quiz tomorrow and the quiz is only open from morning to the evening, which is really a bummer. And then do my medical ethics meeting stuff. And I'm hoping to get a start on my essay that's due this weekend as well. And then what else is there? There's one other thing. Oh, and listen to my lecture for ultrasound. So there's a whole bunch of things that I'm trying to get done today. So we're going to see how this goes on this lovely Tuesday. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day whenever you're watching this. Friday should be fun, by the way. If you watch these weekly... Oh, sorry. The thing said my battery's dying. If you watch these weekly vlogs, Friday will be fun because Friday we're doing dissections. And these are going to be pig heart dissections. So stay tuned because that might be fun to see or you might be grossed out. I don't know. I'm out going to pick up some lunch. I do try to walk most every day, just a little, even if it's only for 15 minutes. I don't always film it because you have to be really oddly specific about what you film when you're walking outside and you live in your neighborhood kind of thing because people on the internet are crazy. So anyway, I'm going to get me some Chinese food for lunch. Lunch has been acquired. What is your guys' favorite sauce from the Chinese restaurant? Just curious. My favorite happens to be this yellow mustard. I'm not a huge fan of duck sauce, so if I do get something that has rice and things, I usually get soy sauce and yellow mustard, but then I never use the soy sauce and I only use the yellow mustard. And we're back. The kitties haven't said hello today. Say hi. Sleepy ones. Very sleepy, and she was upstairs laying down as well. He's like, you're interrupting my sleep, Mom. If you're curious on what I got for lunch from the Chinese restaurant, I got a wonton egg drop soup. So there's wontons in here, and it's also egg drop soup. And this is a shrimp egg roll. And then these little crackers always come with the soup. And I usually save them, honestly, and give them to the turtles at the botanical gardens. That's what I'm having for lunch. I didn't order a whole full meal because I actually just ordered groceries this morning. And so they should be here by this afternoon. So I didn't want to just spend a bunch of money on fast food when I ordered groceries. And good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Friday. It is Friday. I'm just going to the bathroom from washing my hands from my cardio A&P class. We are doing heart dissections, and I'm warning you of that right now because the next clip you see will be, you know, an open pig heart or something like that. So if you don't want to see that, I'll put a timestamp to where you can fast forward to. Weather's kind of outside. I'm just looking around. Oh, our pig hearts.
All right, have a seat.
There's only one seat.
That's
what? Oh yeah.
He ate good.
He ate good?
He ate good. He ate real good. His muscles really.
Yes, all
too. Oh my bad.
Yeah. So interesting. This is the cath lab. Thought maybe you might find that interesting. I don't do any cath related things. So the lab that I would be in would have ultrasound machines, but this is a cath lab. So I start every Friday with a 2.5-hour cardiovascular A&P class, and then I have a break for half an hour, and then I go to my ultrasound class, and then I have a rhythm analysis class a little later. But we're about to do a midterm review, so I'll get back to you. I'm starving, and my last class went over, so I didn't have that little half an hour break in between, so I'm just gonna munch on this in my next class, which is my ultrasound class. If I can find my classroom, because the one thing that I will say is that although I've been coming here for 8 weeks, I always get turned around. Every single week. Like, it does not matter. Every week, I have no clue where I'm going. What is coming down over here? Like, this is the bad weather week on the end of what was Hurricane Ian in Florida. It turned into a tropical storm, but it was closer to the coastline. And it's bringing down all the things. All the things. Nope, don't go out there. And so my evening class was canceled. Thank goodness, okay? Thank goodness. I was hoping that they were going to cancel that thing because it's raining cats, dogs, and everything else. And nobody wants to be in a class from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So they ended up canceling it. Cardio A&P was okay. Let me put you in the cabinet because I do need to make some salad. It was okay. Damn it. Let's see, is that better? I don't know. Let's stop this. I'll just fill you in from here. So my cardio A&P class, we did dissections of the pig heart, which was pretty good. And then we had about an hour of midterm review, which wasn't all that great, honestly. You know, you go into it wanting to get a little bit more information, just trying to pinpoint like all the areas that you're studying. But that didn't really happen because we were supposed to have a Kahoot for it, which is like the test where the teacher puts the questions and then everyone answers and you get a review and things like that. But she didn't realize she didn't have a Kahoot set up for the midterm and only for the final. So that was that. Went to ultrasound class. Ultrasound class went pretty well as usual. This week we were talking about hemodynamics and the difference between turbulent flow and steady flow and phasic flow and parabolic flow and different types of energy and energy loss types and all sorts of things. But overall, today was a pretty good day in class. I'm very happy that my rhythm analysis class for the evening was canceled. In terms of like work, we really needed the class, so it would have been nice if we could have had like a live version of it. But there's a recording for what we're supposed to go over this evening, so I will take a look at that. When I got home, I immediately got out of my clothes and put this robe on. Because one, they got super wet on account of all the rain out there. And then two, it's also really cold. So I was like, first things first, go in the house, take off clothes, put on a robe, turn on heat. And that's where we are now. I'm going to make myself some salad. have that, sit down, take a little break. And outside of that, the two major things that I need to get done this weekend is finish my essay for Intro to Healthcare, which I would have normally done, but I just have so much stuff going on and studying wise for the midterm. And so I need to do that, and I need to study for my midterm because today's Friday and the midterm is actually on Sunday. I'm a salad stun for those of you who are interested in what I usually put in there. Spinach and arugula mix, tomatoes from my garden, some cucumber, some red onions, some cheese, and some dressing. And the cheese is actually a new thing this year. Like up until this year, my entire life, I've been like, don't put no cheese on there. And I had it one time, and surprisingly enough, I was like, you know what? I actually really enjoy this. So, 'tis the salad. And a piece of leftover pizza from earlier this week. Hello, and happy Sunday. It's Sunday, and it is, let me check the time. 6:53, and I'm about to take my midterm for cardio A&P. I have no clue why my professor decided that Sunday was going to be the day for this, but she chose Sunday. I would have much rather her have done like Friday coming up and us not have class, or last Friday, but the test literally only opened from midnight on Sunday to 11:59 p.m. tonight on Sunday. And so I did all my studying, had some relaxation time, and now I feel like I'm about as ready as I'm going to be for this exam. It is 75 questions, so we'll see. I'm not too thrilled about it because it really is our only like first major exam, and in this particular class my cardio A&P professor only gives 2 exams, and that's the midterm and the final, and that's it. So that means that the amount of information that's on this midterm is going to be a whole lot. We have little teeny tiny weekly quizzes, but it's not anything in comparison to what's about to happen here. So we're gonna see. But I have my cup of ice for my, little chomping on. I just lit my nice little candle over there, which by the way smells amazing. I have to show it to you. It is a very rainy, stormy day. We have coastal flood warnings in effect as of tomorrow, but it started raining already, and so it's real black and gray and things. And so we'll see. This is my candle. And this is the Bath & Body Works one, Mahogany Coconut. It smells so good. If you like mahogany teak wood, you're definitely gonna like mahogany coconut. I'm a big fan of both.